gosh, bro, I swear. Why are people like this? What do you mean, El Streamer? Oh, look at what I found. Probably looted already, but who cares? I check it out now. Yep, I knew it. Told you. Bro, why do you say El Streamer, bro? Just tell me why. Explain. 3 seconds. Explain right now. Bro. Explain. Explain yourself. Explain yourself, bro. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh my.
Coconut doctor, doctor coconut, coconut doctor.
Nah, bro.
Co-
See what's even left. Like, bro. Dumbass. Destroy everything. Like, Amiga 20. Destroy. Flipping a roller coaster. Bro. Oh. Needs to get to the underwater part. Later this. Okay. Bro. I'm gonna just.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When I first met my daughter's boyfriend, to be honest, I wasn't impressed at all. His first impression gift left our entire family completely speechless. First, he showed us a tattoo, and it turned out to be our family portrait. Even our dog was included in it. Although Laird looked like a total weirdo, he already owned a mansion at a young age and had founded his own gaming company. Knowing we were coming to visit, he built a bowling alley just for me. Even the light box had a picture of me and him on it. Then we toured the front hall. He knew my wife loved photography and art, so he carefully selected special art pieces just for her. Even so, I pulled my daughter aside and started criticizing him.
Yes! I mean, the moose and, and the language, come on!
Besides being rich, I really don't see any good qualities. Steffi looked a bit guilty. She said, I should have told you about him earlier, but if you just get to know Laird, you'll see he's a good person. Can we get through Christmas first and then talk about him? I could tell my daughter really liked him, so I decided to stay. At dinner, I got curious about the edible newspaper on the table. As someone who runs a printing business, I had to give him some credit for that creative idea. When I asked how they met, Laird, who normally swears like crazy, suddenly spoke gently and sincerely, constantly praising Steffi for everything she does. He remembered all her favorite things, and since he can't lie to save his life, he accidentally revealed how long they'd been together, which completely contradicted what my daughter had told us. I was furious.
You said you've only known each other for a couple months.
It was super casual at first.
No, it was not. I mean, we exchanged I love yous on the third date, you know? Remember? What if we made love in the hot tub at Esalen and Big Sur?
Back in the room, I couldn't stop complaining to my wife. Then suddenly there was a knock on the door. Laird stood outside, soaking wet. Turns out, Steffi had kicked him out and told him he had to apologize to me. That's when I finally learned about Laird's past. His father left when he was little, and his mother didn't really raise him properly either, so he never learned how to deal with elders. Hearing all that, I decided to forgive him for now. The next day, Laird brought me to a tent in the woods. There, he told me he wanted to propose to Steffi on Christmas. The moment he said it, I jumped up and strongly objected. I told him Steffi was too young. She hadn't even graduated college yet, but Laird begged me for a chance. He said, "If I can get your entire family's approval, only then will I propose to her as planned." That night, Laird hosted a party. Even though I wasn't a fan of such events, seeing how happy my wife was, I gave Laird another point in my book. But what shocked me most, he actually managed to invite a new money celebrity.
Elon Musk.
Oh my God.
When I first met my daughter's boyfriend, to be honest,
I live in a special world. Every child is born with a timer. There are no old people here. Everyone stops aging at 25. That should be a good thing, but when the numbers on your arm start ticking, despair comes. It's our life countdown. We have to earn time, or we only have 1 year to live. When time runs out, you die. To stay alive, you have to hustle for time. Working, borrowing, even stealing. Time replaced money. It became the only currency in this world. That morning I woke up. I gave my mother a bottle of wine for her 50th birthday. She gave me 30 minutes, told me to get a good meal. I thanked her and left the house. Headed to the factory. I work myself to death every day, just to barely survive. People drop dead on the streets when their time runs out. After work, I went to collect my pay. The crooked boss said I didn't meet quota. He docked my time. Anger burned in my chest, but I was powerless. I needed this job to stay alive. I went to the bar to vent to a friend, but walked into a robbery. People scattered and ran. Only one rich guy stood there frozen. He had 100 years on his arm. The time thieves came for him.
And that, sir, is a very nice watch. Do you mind if I try it on? I think it would suit me. I'll tell you what, I'll fight you for it. Come on, the moment.
The rich guy said he needed the bathroom first. He stumbled inside. I grabbed him and we escaped. We hid in an abandoned building. I asked why he came to the ghetto. He clearly didn't belong here. The rich guy said he lived over 100 years. He was tired of living. He came here to die. He told me the truth about this world. A handful of rich people control time. They keep raising prices in poor areas. They squeeze our wages. They need poor people to keep dying. That's how they maintain order. Time is limited. For the rich to live forever, they have to steal time from the poor. I stood there stunned. At this point, the rich guy individual posed a question to me.
If you had as much time as I have, what would you do with it?
I looked down at my wrist. I answered honestly.
I'd stop watching it. I can tell you one thing. If I had all that time, I sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
We looked at each other in silence, then fell asleep. Next morning I woke up. 100 years was on my arm. The rich guy was gone. I rushed to the window, saw him sitting on the bridge. I ran after him like crazy, but it was too late. He'd already fallen from the bridge. Turns out he was done living, but to thank me for
This man didn't know German at all, but he eagerly raised his hand to act as a translator for the German soldiers. His confident attitude convinced the officer. So the officer began reading out the prison rules for dealing with prisoners, but Godot's sloppy translation left the other prisoners completely confused. However, his son listened intently, because Godot's goal was to make his son believe that this wasn't a prison, but a fun game competition. He told his son that if they earned 1,000 points, they'd win a real tank. His son was overjoyed.
Times when Ryan Reynolds made this.
Just a little more blush, and ta-da! You look great. What's wrong?
My friend came in here the other day and you told her that she looked beautiful without any makeup, but you put all this makeup on me.
The truth is, I kept putting makeup on you because I was trying to work up the nerve to ask you out.
Everything okay over here? Totally. We're dating now. What? I look terrible!
But the problem was, I kept adding stuff, trying to make you look better than you do naturally. Yeah, I should have known that was impossible.
Really? Thanks.
Now, I don't want to make my manager...
I'm bored. Yo.
Shut up.
Hi. How long do you intend on staying in Canada?
2 weeks, Mom, sir.
And are you traveling for business or pleasure?
Well, they say that if you enjoy what you do, then
Dang,
business
I
is a
should
pleasure.
not.
So business?